In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a fun heart-shaped granny square worked using tapestry crochet. For this sample, I used a weight 4 cotton yarn with a 3.5mm hook. Usually I use a 4mm, but I was aiming to keep the square close to 6 by 6 inches. But as usual, use whatever hook and yarn size you prefer. If you've never done tapestry crochet before, don't worry, this is a very easy version of that. The only downside to this is that you will have floats on the back side. I didn't worry about these floats here because I'm making a pillow with this. Now, if you aren't making a pillow and you want it to look clean on both sides, you may want to consider intarsia crochet, where you create bobbins. And that just means you have yarn hanging in the area that you need it, and then you'll just pick it up as you go. I do have a video all about both of these techniques that I'll go ahead and link to in the description box of this video. Okay, for the very first 2 rounds, very simple. We're just doing like we would normally do for a granny square. So pick your heart color, create a magic ring, or you can do a chain 4 with a slip stitch to form a ring, whichever is easiest for you. I'm securing with a chain. And now we're making our granny clusters, which just means we're doing a grouping of 3 double crochets. That is a granny cluster. Now chain 2 or 3 to serve as your first double crochet, or you can do stacked singles if you prefer. I really do love stacked singles, but I think I'm just going to stick with chains for now. Next, add 2 more double crochets into the ring. Chain 2, 3 double crochets into the ring, chain 2, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. To complete the round, I like to do a half double crochet into the top of the first stitch made. 1, 2, 3. That will get you into the middle of your corner. For round 2, chain 2 or 3 to serve as your first double crochet, and 2 more doubles to complete the first side of the corner. And we'll complete the other side of this corner at the end of the round. Skipping over to the next corner, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, all in the same corner space. Working another corner, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles. And if you're finding that this is working too tightly for you, you can either add an extra chain in your corners or add a chain in between your clusters. So here you could do a chain 1 to get over to the other corner if everything's curling up or cupping up too much for you. Corner, and we're back to the original corner, and we already have half of it completed, so we just need to do the other half. Half double crochet into the very first stitch to complete. So now the fun begins. We're going to start doing our color changes, and we are going to be carrying the heart color along with us as we do the background color. So we're going to begin our corner just like we normally would. Create your first double crochet however you like best, with chains or stacked singles. Create another double. And now with our final double crochet, we're going to do our color change. And you can do whatever you like best if you are very comfortable with the traditional way of doing it, which is creating half of your double crochet and before completing it, bringing in your new color. You can do that, or you can wait until you've completed your double crochet. Remove the hook from the yarn, going into the 2 side bars of the stitch, and then doing the same thing, pulling the yarn through, and then you can release the old color, but do not snip it. We are carrying the heart color with us. We have a space between our corners here. That's where our next cluster is going. We're working with the background color, making sure to carry the heart color with us. So we're just going to sandwich it in our stitches. So I'm creating a double crochet, making sure to catch the other color as I make my double. And again, for the next 2. Coming up to another color change, you can either do it the traditional way, as you have 2 loops on your hook. You can drop the background color, bring in the heart color, and pull through. But if you forget and you've already completed that double, no worries. Do it the other way that I showed you. And now we're going to go back to the heart color, carrying the background color. We're in a corner. So that's 3 doubles. Chain 2, 3 doubles, all in the same corner space. And now in the center gap here, we're doing a cluster. Don't forget your background color. It wants to go along for the ride. Coming to a color change. Change however you like best. Now we're back with the background color for a corner, making sure to carry your yarn. Chain 2, corner. If you start feeling like your yarn is getting tangled, don't wait. Take the time to separate it. I wish I could give you a foolproof tip on that. Basically, just do the best that you can to prevent it from getting too tangled. Just don't let it get too far out of hand. And on the last double crochet, we are coming to another color change. Use whichever method you prefer. And for this middle cluster here, we're working with the heart color. And we will be doing another color change here. So again, use your favorite method. Background color for the other corner. Don't forget your yarn. And on the last double, color change. Middle space, some granny clusters, carrying our yarn. We are back to our original corner, so still carrying the yarn, 3 doubles. And a half double crochet to complete the round. And this is what we have so far, and we have only one more round where we're doing color changes, so we are nearly there. Begin your corner however you like best. I'm doing a chain 3. We will be doing a color change after the last double crochet that we make. I'm holding off on catching the yarn as I make these next 2 double crochets. Play with it, see what you like best, but I found it sort of looks better if I just wait. So I'm going to do my 2 doubles, but we are doing a color change, so get ready. If you like to do it right now, go ahead and do it here. Now I'm bringing in the background color. Carrying the heart color. We have 2 spaces now to work into, and we're doing that with our background color. Make sure, there we go. You're going to start seeing some of the floats show up in the front, which is annoying, but it's really hard to avoid with this technique. Like this one, for example, you can either leave it just like that, or you can pick it up as you are working your double crochets. Let me make sure I don't forget my heart yarn. Remember, we're still carrying that along with us. Here, I'll just go ahead and catch it, that floater. By the way, we are doing a color change here, so on your final double, color change. And we're back at a corner, carrying the background color with us now. Work the corner. We're doing one more spot with the heart color, so we will be doing a color change with this cluster. Next space. Don't forget your heart color. We are carrying it. But one thing to keep in mind, we aren't going to be using it again until we get to this side. So if you really don't want to carry it all the way around, you can snip and refasten on your color. But I'm just going to continue on with carrying. I'm not too concerned about the color showing through, but just do whatever you feel is your preference with that. Okay, we're just going to continue all the way across with the same background color. No more heart color necessary here. Doing my final corner here with the background color. Okay, we're doing one more side with the background color, one side space here. Before we do a color change. So here on my final double, switching to the heart color. I'm still carrying the background color with me. And at the original corner, we have half already completed, so we are doing the other half with 3 doubles. Half double crochet in the first stitch to complete the round. And that is your beautiful heart completed. And at this point, you can fasten off the heart yarn because you are finished with it. To fasten off, you can thread the yarn through the middle to give a nice knot and good hold. But if you don't want that knot there and you just want to weave this in really well, then you can just pull it and then just weave it in really well. Now we're going to continue on with the cream color or the background color. You'll notice that it is a bit awkward trying to pull it up and create your first stitch. If you want, you can snip off and refasten on if you want it to be a little bit neater. Or you can just pull it through, create your first stitch however you like best for your corner. I'm just doing 3 chains. And I'm just going to leave that alone because I'll be coming back around to complete that corner, and those double crochets will camouflage that. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now and work my first corner. And we're just going all the way around with granny clusters. 1, 2, 3, corner, 1, 2, 3, corner, 1, 2, 3, corner, and so on. So we're just going to do that all the way around. Coming to the very first corner, I'm going to work over that strand to help hide it a little bit. And a half double crochet in the corner to complete. For this final round of clusters, I am going to switch colors, just give it a little bit of interest, but if you want to stick with the same color, by all means do that. You'll just repeat the round that we just did. You'll just have more clusters on the side to work into. So instead of 3, we'll have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 before a corner. So if you're switching colors too, at this point you can snip the background color, reattach with your new color. And now I'm just going to do my first corner, half of it, and work all the way around with granny clusters. Final corner, 3 doubles, and half double to complete the round. And at this point you can fasten off again because we are all finished with the granny square clusters. And now all we have left to do is a round of single crochets. And I'm going to start with a single crochet into the corner. This is technically called a standing single crochet. Adding 1 more. So I have 2 singles in my corner, and now I'm going to add a single crochet in each double across. In my corners, 2 singles, chain 1, 2 singles, and that's my corner. And just continue this all the way around. Back at my corner, 2 singles, and then for the chain 1 space, I can either do a chain 1 and fasten off, or I can do a single into the very first single that I made. That will get me into the middle. Not a big deal, but just wanted to show you that in case you want to do that for something in the future. Fastening off. If you enjoy heart-themed stitches, I've created a playlist you can check out next. I hope you enjoyed this project. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.